is going to be a little bit of a different kind of video, and that's because I'm going to do a Q&A today, and I want to do it a little bit more fun and a little bit more, a little bit more me, kind of. And I am very, very, very thankful for all the questions I got from you guys. I gathered them all together, and I'm kind of excited about it because I have seen some of them, and I have also read them kind of, but I didn't really thought about possible answers yet. So everything I'm going to answer is just totally straightforward, and so I did some kind of little bit different kind of setup today, and that's where I also cut my finger, as you can see probably. So sorry about that band-aid, but it doesn't look so pretty really. So I think the band-aid is a little bit better. And I also thought, why not just enjoy a little bit of tea, a cup of tea together. That's why I brought this little mug. As you can see, it's a Zelda mug with Link on it, and it's one of those really, really cool magic mugs where when you pour in something hot, this beautiful design is going to display, and when it gets cold, everything is just black. So you have probably seen it in one of my videos, because I got this mug as a gift from another ASMR YouTuber, and her name is Jan ASMR Unboxing, and I can absolutely recommend checking out her channel because she's just brilliant. If you are seeing this, hi Jan, thanks for this. One of my favorite tea brands, cup, so good. Okay, so I have my phone with me, where I gathered all your questions, and some of you might notice that I have a new phone, or let's say a new daily driver. Now I upgraded my old Mate 20 Pro to the Huawei P30 Pro, and it's so pretty. I also got myself kind of a fitting pop socket, which is so cool. So yeah, I'm just going to look for the first question. I'm so nervous. Okay, so the first question is, how old are you? That's an easy one. I'm 26. Alright, so the next question is, I'd love to hear some about yourself. Where are you from? And what do you do for a living? How did you discover ASMR? And what's your favorite food? Okay, these are obviously more than one question. Okay, I'm trying to answer them all. So, I am from Germany, as some of you might know already. And but I have my roots. So my parents in Poland. I don't speak any kind of Polish, unfortunately, but yeah. But I was born and raised in Germany, and I feel German, really. Yeah. What do you do for a living? Right now, I am in marketing, and I'm kind of liking it, but that's just like my it's not my full-time job, as I'm also still a student at the university, and I am studying technical journalism and public relations. But I'm quite near to the finish line, as I'm working on my bachelor thesis right now, and this is also why it's sometimes kind of difficult for me to really do videos on a regular basis, because I have like these three projects right now in my life. So I have my work, then I have my bachelor thesis, and then I have YouTube. So, and these are all like free aspects that take like a lot of time, and yeah, sometimes it's not so easy to combine them and still have some time for yourself, kind of, because that's something that is also very important for me. Yeah, I'm trying to just get everything under under just one roof. It's not so easy sometimes. So how did I discover ASMR? Well, that's kind of a long story, really. That just originated somehow in my childhood, because I remember the first time when I had like those tingles, this tingly feeling, and I always thought that this is something that just I experience. So not like like this was a normal thing or a thing that a lot of people would know, but something that just was something that I know. And that first time that I experienced those tingles was actually not that not that special, really. I was in elementary school, probably about around 8 years old, I don't know really. And I was working in another class with some of the other students, because my teacher was somewhere and did some kind of errand thing. So we were just placed in another class to work on our sheets, and everything was very quiet. Everyone was just working on their own, and I remember that I was finished, so I did my worksheet, and then I just raised my hand like, I'm finished, and the teacher, she came to me to not disturb any one of the other students in the room, and she just checked everything that I wrote, and then she got to her desk and took out a stamp and came to me, and then she just made a stamp on my paper and said, no, she whispered, well done, and that's it. Sounds weird, isn't it? But yeah, that was the first time I remember I got tingles. And then I discovered ASMR much later, or the word ASMR and the community, and that I was not alone in the world. I'm sorry, I'm brabbling so much, but it was actually, do you know the scene from Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, where he gets his wand, like where he goes into the shop from Ollivander and he gets his wand. It's one of my absolute favorite scenes. And I knew that this was a scene that always gave me like a tingly feeling. So I watched it on YouTube and I went into the comment section and someone wrote something about ASMR. And I was like, what's ASMR? What is that? And then I googled it and a whole new world just came into my life. And that's, I think, maybe 4 years ago. Yeah, I was amazed. I was feeling so overwhelmed. I was like, oh my god, I'm not alone. And yeah, then I started watching all those videos and I found kind of my type, what I like and what I don't really like. And yeah, and somehow along this journey, I just said to myself, yeah, that's what I want to do as well. And here we are. That's so crazy, really. But it's definitely one of my passions. I love it. Okay, so the last question from that bunch of questions was, what is my favorite food? That's kind of a tough one, really. Right now, I'm trying to eat as much as possible, especially at home. I'm vegan, but I'm not like very, very strict. So, like when I say I want to have something that I enjoy, I'm going to do that or I'm going to get it. It's just something I feel like it's my responsibility for the earth, for my health, and not for punishing myself. So, but yeah, that was not the question. Sorry. What's my favorite food? Oh, yeah. Okay. So, if there was something that I would eat on the last day of my life, so I would know, okay, this is the last day of my life, and I want to enjoy something that I really, really, really like, it would definitely be, I think you would call them in English dumplings, like potato dumplings that my dad makes. So they are like, yeah, like this big, and they're really chewy and some kind. They're not filled. They're just potato dumplings. Normally in Germany you get them a little bit bigger and with another texture and stuff like that. But the one my dad makes are more chewy. I think it's a Polish recipe, but I'm not really sure. I think so. And those with a side of red cabbage, like cooked red cabbage, with apples, and they're like a lot of more, a lot of spices in there, and some really good meat, and a lot of gravy. I think that's my favorite food. Oh, can you see the mug? It's kind of going away. All the links are going away because the tea is getting colder. I'm not really fast enough to drink it. But I have more important things to do, and it's answering your questions. So the next one, when did you start your channel and why? That's a good one. And I think I kind of answered it from that perspective. So I did start my channel 7 months, 6, 7, 8 months ago. I think it was July 2019, so I'm fairly new to the game, and I still cannot believe how many we have gotten in that very, very, very short time. And I'm very thankful, and I love all of you. Yeah, I think the why is just because ASMR is giving me so much, and so I kind of feel like I have the need to give back in some way. And I still really do like that, because all of your amazing comments and people telling me that they are getting tingles, this is just everything for me. And yeah, it feels good to give something back. I think that's why I started this channel, because it's really fun, and I like the whole process of making videos, like from the idea to filming, and the struggles between the idea and filming. So like setting up everything and then cutting in the end, because that's what I really, really like to do. And yeah, so far it's been a great journey. Okay, so next question. Hi Jess, have you ever visited Portugal? If you haven't visited, would you like to? No, I haven't. Or, okay, I have visited Portugal, but I was 9 months, so I wouldn't really say I have visited it, because yeah, I don't really remember any of it. So I haven't visited Portugal in my adult life, or my teen adult life. But yes, of course, I would like to. I have like a very, very, very good Portuguese restaurant just in my city, and I really love to go there with my friends, and I love eating the tapas there, and there's always some kind of like a liquor that is really, really good. I don't want to promote that really right here, but I think it's called amarguinha, and it's so good. It's sweet, and then you drink it with a little bit of lemon. It's so good, really. Yeah, I would love to. Okay, the next question is one that I get all the time, and I can definitely understand why. And yeah, I think it's time that we all just know what's up. And the question is, where you get so many different phones and other devices? Okay, so probably some of you might know that I have worked in the tech industry. So I was a technical journalist. That's what I'm studying right now. But I have already worked in the field, and therefore I know a lot of other tech YouTubers and people that are still in the tech business. So because of that, and because I am friends with a lot of other tech YouTubers, they help me out a lot. So these devices that I show you and that I unpack, they're not mine. They never were, and they're not mine. I'm not going to keep them. I'm not rich. I'm not buying them and then sending them away. No, I'm not going to do that. I get them from all my tech YouTuber friends that have them as a press sample. Yeah, I try to just give you a little bit of overview, what's new and what's interesting probably, and because I feel like this whole field of technology, and especially unboxing it, is so worthy for ASMR, because that's something I really like to do, and I think everyone enjoys unboxing a new product, a new technical product, a new phone, a new headphones, whatever it is. So I just saw the potential, and I saw the source for me personally to just get all the stuff that I need to do this. And yeah, I'm not going to keep all of the phones, no, but yeah, I have access to them. Let's just say it like that. Okay. So I also get sometimes questions if I could do any giveaways. So I just answered that no, I can't, because all of these things, they're not mine. I have to give them back to the people that are giving them to me. Okay, here we have another question, and it's, what is your favorite sound? Oh, that's a tough one, really. I like that sound. Isn't it cool? No, but it's definitely, so I think it's not my favorite, but yeah, I really do like tapping. I'm not really a fan of scratching. It just really doesn't give me something. So like, if it's really gentle, it's okay. Oh, that sounds cool. Yeah, I like tapping, of course, yeah. And I like soft spoken voices much more than whispered voices, I think. Yeah, I think I would prefer a soft spoken voice. Who is your biggest inspiration? Well, I would say for starting out, it was definitely Jen ASMR unboxing. She just does it like so. She makes it look so simple. Let's say it like that, which is not supposed to mean that she doesn't put a lot of effort in her videos. Of course, she does. We all do. No, it's just the simplicity of it. I think that's what inspired me. And yeah, also I love Maria. You probably all know Maria from Gentle Whispering, and she is just like such a good soul, and that inspires me so much to just bring out all the good things into this world. Will you do more German Videos? Ich werde bestimmt mal wieder ein deutsches Video machen. Es ist nur leider etwas schwieriger geworden mittlerweile, da so viele von meinen Abonnenten doch irgendwo aus der ganzen Welt kommen. Aber für all diejenigen, die das jetzt gerade verstehen, werde ich bestimmt mal wieder ein deutsches Video machen, ganz sicher. Next question. Do you have any pets? No, unfortunately I don't. I would love to have a pet, but yeah, I think it's not really fitting to my lifestyle right now, because I like to be very spontaneous. I like to be just up and running somewhere I want to go, which is right now very difficult, as you all know. I hope you all stay safe. I would really love to have a cat or a dog or anything, but I really just want to have a pet when I can make sure that my pet is going to have the best possible life that it definitely deserves. And yeah, if I say I cannot really give it to any kind of animal right now, then I'm not going to get a pet. No one should do that, really. Pets deserve, or animals deserve, a really good life, and they should be in a loving home, get a lot of attention, and just what they need. Next question is a German question, and I'm going to read it just like it is. Kannst du noch andere Sprachen außer Englisch und Deutsch? Which is translated in, do you speak any other languages than English or German? And the answer is not really. So I'm trying to learn some Spanish, and I know kind of the basics of French, and the basics of Polish, but nothing that I could just really talk to someone. So yeah, I would just say not really. Which was your first phone? Oh, oh god, which was my first phone? I really don't know. I'm trying to think of it. I guess it was, oh, I probably know. I think it was like a very tiny Siemens. Or was it? Oh, I'm not sure. But I remember that phone. It was like a tiny Siemens. I have no idea what it's called, but it was a hand-me-down from my dad, and it was very tiny. And it had this little game on it, where you were like a builder, or someone where you had to like move boxes. It's somehow compared to Tetris, so you had to stack up boxes in some way, and you were like a little guy just pushing the boxes, something like that. I don't know really. I'm sorry, I can't really remember, but I know that the first phone that was just bought for me, so I had like a lot of hand-me-downs, but the first phone that was bought for me was the very cool Motorola Moto Razor, like the one that flipped, and it was very so thin, and in the black version, and it was so cool. I was the coolest kid in school the other day when I came with my new phone, like you know, those cool flip phones, they were like the best. The next question is, which phone do you like the best? Probably this one. I mean, come on, it's my phone, because I always just really have kind of a connection to the phone that I'm using, and yeah, I think right now it's this one. We have another question, and it is, in which region in Germany do you live? And where did you learn such a good English? Well, thanks for that compliment. Do I? Do I really speak a good English? I don't know. Probably because I'm kind of an enthusiast for the English language, and I just like to improve it and to speak English just in general. I have lived 6 months in London back in 2015, where I spent a semester abroad, but I don't really know if I really learned some kind of new English there. Of course, I had some time to improve it and to just learn some kind of a slang and some very typical British things that you would say, but yeah, I don't know, I just always liked English also in school. And I live in the west of Germany, in North Rhine-Westphalia. Okay, the next question is kind of a tricky one. Which one or what are your favorite videos from the ones you've uploaded? I think, just right into my mind, it would be the Christmas swap that I did with Jen from Jen ASMR unboxing, because yeah, it was just perfect. I have loved her videos for such a long time, and we did this kind of swap, and I was so excited for the box, and yeah, it was just amazing. And I think, yeah, that's one of my definitely favorites that I have uploaded until now. What got you into technology? Yeah, as I just said a little bit before, I am studying technical journalism, so I think that just goes hand in hand that I have to really go into this field. I don't really know where this kind of technology aspect came from. It just really grew. It grew on me, and somehow yeah, I never really thought that I would be so interested in technology, really. But yeah, I just kind of slithered into all of that. It wasn't really that I said, okay, I really want to do that. Yeah, I think so my way just led me there. Oh dear God, how I'm going to answer that. So the question is, what's your favorite song from your favorite artist and why? Wow, okay, that's always really a tough one. What's my favorite artist? I don't know. That's a really tricky one because I like so much music. I love music, and yeah, for a long time, when I was in my teens, I loved Paramore. I loved all of that kind of music, and Panic at the Disco is always one of my very favorites. Yeah. Oh, there is a song that comes into my mind. I wouldn't really say it's my favorite song, but it is definitely one that always gives me goosebumps. It's from Panic at the Disco, and it's called Casual Affair. That's such a good song, really. But yeah, I don't know if that would be my absolute favorite from all of them, because there's so much. I don't know. How would you choose? How would you choose? Really, it's a tough one. I also like The Weeknd. I like Billie Eilish, to be a little bit more into the now. I love the new Bond song. It's really so good. Yeah, I love Ellie Goulding, and also like bands that you probably don't know. Like there is a really good band called Arizona. They went on tour with Panic at the Disco last year. I think it was last year, yes, in Germany, and they were so good, really good. Yeah. Hope that answers your question. So I'm seeing right now that a lot of questions are very similar, so I'm very sorry if I didn't really include your question in here, but be sure that I have read it, and I'm very thankful for it. It's just that a lot of questions do go into the same direction. But I have one question that is a little bit different, and it is also, do you feel ASMR, and which type of trigger do you enjoy? So I think the trigger one I already answered. But do you feel ASMR? Yes, I do. But as it is sometimes, when you are too much into it, you get used to it. And when you get used to it, you don't feel the trigger, the tingly feeling anymore. And then I have to just pause for a while. So don't watch any kind of ASMR for a week, which is always very sad somehow. But yeah, usually then it's going to be better, and then I have like those tingles again, and it's good. So yeah, I do feel ASMR, and I think that's also a very, very, very important aspect for someone that makes ASMR videos, because I feel like you really need to know what you are doing there, because when you don't know what that feels like, how are you going to make others feel this? I hope that everyone could really feel that, because it's so calming and so relaxing. The next question is quite a cool one, very comforting one for me, and it's, do you have any other passions? It's a cool one because I can just like babble about things that I love, and yeah, things that I love are, for example, singing. I used to sing in a band for a while, but I really do have to say, really, 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 really sad about that I haven't really been singing in the last time so much. Yeah, I don't know why, but sometimes I feel like my soul really misses this. I love singing, I love dancing, I love music in general. And something that's quite strange probably is that I love to design birthday cards. It's weird, isn't it? But it's so fun. So whenever someone in my circle has a birthday coming up, I get like so excited to design them a really, really cool birthday card. And another passion that I have is cooking. I love cooking. I love good food, and I love to experiment with different spices and new ingredients, and I would say I'm pretty good because everything I cook is really delicious for me, and all the people that I have cooked for to this day have always really enjoyed what I do. So I think I'm quite good at what I do, but I also really would say that I'm like very improvising when I cook. So yeah, but I do really love it, and I like to just discover new things. Next question is quite interesting, really, and it is, what do you think about the Android versus iPhone community? What do I think about that? I just think everyone should use the device that they like the best. So I don't know why argue about something like that. Yeah, to be honest, I'm not really someone that likes to just concentrate on stuff like that, because everyone is allowed to be their own individual, and I do appreciate that someone probably has a different kind of interest or different kind of opinion than I do. So yeah, what do I think about that? I think there's nothing that is worth arguing about. Everyone should just use what they want to use. As I have talked so much right now, the next question is going to be the last one, because I think that I have answered like everything you guys wanted to know, although some questions were like heading in the same direction. So I'm sorry if your question wasn't really included or displayed in here, but I can assure you that I saw it, and really happy that you took your time for just writing down the question for me. My tea is now totally cold and it's still full. That's very typical for me. I never drink my tea. But now let's go to the last question. And it is, what's your favorite movie or TV series? And just like the question with my favorite song or artist, that's kind of a tough one. I would say TV series is definitely in the top 5 is Stranger Things. Every time when a new season is coming out, I get like, oh my god, a new season of Stranger Things. I don't know. It's so weird. I really can't think. I can't think of the things that I really would like to say right now. Movies. Let's go to movies. Of course, the Harry Potter movies. Yes, of course. But I also really like to see movies that are more intelligent. Like, not kind of those blockbuster movies that are just like action stuff like that. I can appreciate them from time to time, but I really do like movies like that are just really good, and those movies that are probably always nominated for an Oscar and stuff like that. I really liked Little Women, and the movie about Stephen Hawking, where Eddie Redmayne had the part of Stephen Hawking. That was so amazing. Or also an Eddie Redmayne movie was The Danish Girl. That was also brilliant. It was so good. And I like The Wolf of Wall Street. Such a good movie. And I have to admit, I'm a Tarantino lover. Just love it. It's so good. All of that blood and splattering, yeah. It seems like this is not really fitting for me, but I do like it. I like Tarantino and his style, and the dialogues, they're just so funny and sharp, and yeah, kind of like that. I'm very sure that I forgot like a whole lot. But, The Imitation Game. Go and see The Imitation Game with Benedict Cumberbatch. So good. It's about Alan Turing in the Second World War, and that's just such a good movie. I think you could say that movies are also one of my passions. I really like going into the cinema. I have a dear friend, Katie, and we like to just go into like old and tiny cinemas, and we just love it. And it's always so nice. Love to go into movies with her. She's like really my favorite movie companion, because she really likes to she appreciates the movies in the same way that I do, and we can just like babble about them and how good it was made and stuff like that. Alright, thank you all so much for your questions. I hope that I answered everything correctly and the way you wanted the questions to turn out. And yeah, I'm just really thankful for every one of you. And I cannot believe that we are at 10k already. It's so incredible. And I'm sending out a lot of love to everyone that is going through a difficult time right now or just needs a virtual hug, because right now the world is going crazy somehow. There's a big chaos, and I know this can be very hard for some people. And yeah, I think it's so important that we share the love, and that's what I want to do with you. And also, I hope you feel relaxed. I really do. That although I did babble a little bit more than I wanted to, you could relax. Although it was just a little bit more fun today. But I guess a little bit fun nowadays is definitely what we can all appreciate. Thank you for you, and thank you for watching. Yeah, it's cold. Don't forget to subscribe, because I would be really, really so happy to see you again.